Commander Thrax of the Galactic Military Academy stood before the War Council, his chitinous form radiating authority. The experiment has failed. These predator cubs cannot be integrated into military structure. They're chaos incarnate. No discipline, no hierarchy, no respect for command. The council murmured agreement. 60 predator cubs from various species, rescued from conflict zones and raised at the academy, had proven impossible to train. They played during drills, slept through lectures, and responded to direct orders with what could only be described as creative interpretation. They must be relocated to a wildlife preserve, Thrax continued. They'll never be soldiers. Permission to speak, Commander. Everyone turned to see Private Alex Ramirez, the Academy's lowest-ranked human maintenance staff, standing at attention in the doorway. This is a closed session, Thrax began. The cubs are outside, sir. They have something to show you. Before Thrax could object, 60 predator cubs marched into the council chamber in perfect formation. Shadow Maw pups, void stalkers, plasma drakes, crystal raptors, species that barely tolerated each other in the wild, moved as one unit. They stopped in the chamber's center and, in perfect synchronization, saluted. Not to Commander Thrax, to Private Ramirez. The silence was deafening. What is the meaning of this? Thrax's voice synthesizer crackled with shock. Alex stepped forward. You said they couldn't be controlled, sir. You're right. They can't be controlled, but they can be led. Explain yourself, Private. Every morning at 0500, I clean the training grounds, Alex said. The cubs started following me. Not because I ordered them. I have no authority. But because I was doing something with purpose, and they were curious. A graviton bear cub broke formation slightly. I started teaching them, sir. Not military drills, games. Follow the leader became formation training. Red light, green light became discipline exercises. Simon says taught them to differentiate between valid and invalid commands. General Corvin leaned forward. You're saying you trained untrainable predators with children's games? No, sir, Alex replied. I played with them until they invented their own training. They created the formations themselves. They chose squad leaders based on who was best at each game, not who was strongest. They developed their own communication system, mixing all their languages. He turned to the cubs. Would you like to show them your favorite game? The cubs exploded into coordinated chaos, but it was coordinated. Half took defensive positions while the others executed a complex flanking maneuver. Void Stalkers phased to provide intelligence. Plasma Drakes created covering fire with controlled flame bursts. Crystal Raptors formed defensive shields. In 40 seconds, they'd captured the entire War Council in a bloodless, playful demonstration of tactical superiority. Then, just as quickly, they returned to formation and saluted Alex again. How? Commander Thrax's question was barely audible. Because I never tried to make them soldiers, Alex said. I let them be cubs who happened to learn soldiering. You see chaos, Commander. I see creativity. You see disobedience. I see independent thinking. You see failure to follow orders. I see the ability to adapt and improve those orders. He knelt down, and the cubs broke formation, surrounding him with obvious affection. They don't salute me because I outrank them. They salute me because I respect them. Every morning, I salute them first. They're returning the honor, not following an order. General Corvin stood slowly. Private Ramirez, would you accept a commission as special trainer for unconventional forces? Only if the cubs agree, Alex replied. 60 predator cubs saluted the general, their first acknowledgement of traditional military structure. I believe that's a yes, Corvin said, returning the salute. Commander Thrax watched the cubs organize themselves into study groups, some teaching others their species' unique abilities. They're not failing to be soldiers, he said slowly. They're succeeding at being something better. Yes, sir, Alex agreed. They're being themselves. Turns out, themselves are pretty amazing soldiers. The Academy would restructure its entire training program within a year. Not because the cubs learned to be controlled, but because the military learned control was never the point. Leadership was.